My Seahawks won the Super Bowl. First of all, I'd like to apologize for not having a video last week. I wasn't feeling well, wasn't at work, and didn't feel like doing a video, and then kind of just forgot about it or whatever. So that's what happened last week. Um, yeah. So starting with Today we're going to talk about some League of Legends. For those of you who do not play the game, League of Legends is a game in which you have a champion who has some skills and you work together with other teammates who have these champions, these characters, and your goal is to destroy your opponent's nexus, kind of like their home base, and you have to buy items and work as a team and increase your power to do such a thing. But what I really wanted to talk about when looking at League of Legends is the importance of playing other parts of the game besides Summoner's Rift, which is kind of the main map that the pros play on and everything, and why some of these other things are important. Speaking of this pros, let's just start off by saying that you can definitely increase your ability and your play in League of Legends by watching the pros. Now, I don't necessarily mean trying some of the crazy builds that you'll see the pros do, where they're like, let's go Gracchus tank top. Don't necessarily need to try those, but really look at mechanics, look at how they farm, how they last hit, where they place wards, work on their rotations and their Baron and Dragon timers. These things that are really simple that when you get them down can greatly increase your chances of winning and moving up into silver, gold, platinum, wherever you want to be. As for the maps, let's start off with ARAM. ARAM is a map where everyone's together and there's no jungle, no trees or anything. It's just all kind of straight up. And what I really think about ARAM and why it can help you improve your other parts of your game is that you're working on team fights. ARAM is essentially just all one big team fight. 5-on-5 against 5-on-5. There's no real external factors to worry about or anything. And you can really practice a lot of your mechanics and positioning in team fights because you do it so much. It's one constant team fight. So you really practice landing skill shots, knowing as an assassin when to wait and move in, how to position yourself properly, and really just doing it over and over and over again, and with lots of weird team combinations. So you have lots of experience and knowing when in team fight situations you can do it. So ARAMs really help you to improve your team fighting abilities, and also item choosing too, I guess, because you have to only go back and shop when you die, so you have to be very economical with your item choices. The other map that I think really helps to improve your overall rank play is Dominion. I don't really play Tristan Treeline, to tell you the truth. I haven't even played it since they remade it, like, what, a year or more ago. But some of the things that the Dominion bring, the Treeline also brings as well, so it's kind of interchangeable. I think the biggest thing about Dominion that can improve your overall play is keeping an eye on objectives. Dominion is so objective based. If you do not have 3 of those 5 towers, your team starts to lose. So people are much more conscious of objectives and of watching their mini-map and keeping an eye on those sort of things and where people are. I think that can really help. Much like ARAM, team fights in Dominion 2, you get a lot more team fights because there's no laning phase. Everyone's up there team fighting right away. And a lot more kind of like 3v2s with maybe somebody coming in and learn to kind of anticipate where people are hiding and where those things without having to worry about all the rest of the things that Summoner's Rift brings. So I highly recommend that people play some of these other maps as well. I know it's greatly improved my ability to play the Summoner's Rift. So don't, if everyone tells you, those maps or whatever, don't poo-poo them. Play them. It will help you with the rest of your game, and I highly recommend that you take a look at those. Alright, so next week I am going to do something that I'm hoping to do kind of a few of these throughout my time of doing these blogs. I'm going to do kind of like an award show where I kind of do my best of certain things. And this week, coming up, I'm going to do best graphic novels. I've got about 6 or 7 kind of categories available that I want to do, and I'll kind of award my best graphic novels in a variety of those categories. All right, well, until I see you next time, GG.